right, grown black folks talk. Why I'm wearing the color purple today. As I said, we've closed off the topic of Kevin Samuels. However, Kevin Samuels' daughter has put out some audio this week, and it brings back some things that I've talked about before. You know how it is that people will tell you, the Bible talks about this. It's not unique to me, but I've done a video about people excuse the crimes that they want to be excused of. Notably, Mr. Samuel, shortly before his death, spoke about if your child comes to you and says that your man is abusing her, believe your man over your child. This is a man who also described domestic abuse as basically it's not as bad as people think it is. What's happening is the color purpling of the Black community. Well, like I said, people excuse the crimes they want to be excused for. I'm sure Mr. Samuels knew that sooner or later his own daughter would come out and say that his abuse of her was so severe it may be contributing to problems that she has in her back today. He took her by her hair and banged her up against a car. She was still a child, and that affected the development of her body. Now, this is the thing. We could say, there are plenty of men who probably will say she's exaggerating. But no, because remember, Mr. Samuels told us what he wanted excused. He wanted domestic abuse excused, and he wanted domestic abuse against children excused, to the point that even if a mother heard from her own daughter that her man was abusing her, that she should believe the man. Well, when Mr. Samuel's daughter comes out and says, "This is what my father did to me," Kevin Samuels would like you to believe him, not her. I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again because it's important. People excuse the crimes they want to get away with. So when you listen to men make excuses for domestic violence, when you listen to men making excuses for abusing children, believe them. That's what they want excused because it's something that they have or they want to do. All the men who are going to continue to stand by Kevin Samuels, write them off. All of them. I'm going to put that video in the description. It really hurt my soul to hear this young woman. She's about 20. It hurt me in a particular way because I cannot imagine my own father behaving in that way. And I can't imagine the absolute agony it would be for a daughter. That's your dad's legacy with you. And I know Black women who are going through a situation where at some point their father became abusive. What tends to happen is while you are a little child, you're a cute little child to a certain point. But a lot of these men don't know what to do with you when you're becoming a woman with your own ideas and opinions. And at that point, they begin to treat you like they've treated women all their lives. I know of some cases like this. Did another video called Get Out Now. But what we as older Black women are going to have to do is speak out on these issues and be ready to help younger women get out when that switch happens. Because they're not going to be able to see it coming. This is daddy. This is also deeply unfortunate that men are not working on maturing so that they know how to deal with women when they have daughters. But we can't change any of that. We just need to be aware. What people give excuses for, they want to or have done. Mr. Samuels convicted himself on this one. And his daughter just added evidence to what we already could infer from what he excused in his life was already occurring. So if men play down domestic abuse, if men play down Black femicide, if men play down domestic violence, just know there's always a reason. It either has happened or it will happen. Govern yourself accordingly. Get out now. I'll put those 2 videos in the description as well about the criminality of people and what they excuse. I gotta go back and find it. And also about Get Out Now under Miss Samuels. I don't actually know her last name, under his daughter's video. Because again, this isn't so much about him as it is about you knowing, okay, what people excuse, they want to do or have done and get away. And if you don't care about Kevin Samuels, if you do pray for this young woman. Must have taken a tremendous amount of courage to be able, knowing that her father's fans are going to find a way that she and her childhood is somehow responsible, because they don't respect women either. So if anybody needs our support, but more importantly, because we can't necessarily do anything for her directly, keep an eye on the Black young women near you as they approach adulthood. Keep an eye on them. Be a person that is supportive when they come to you with these stories, and sometimes, because they're going to be in disbelief. It doesn't have to be, every father isn't messed up like this, but there's enough. Pay attention. Kevin Samuels was out here telling the men not telling people not to believe it. You need to be that person that believes them and gives them support when they start to move out of that situation. It's not the video I wanted to do today, but it's the video that we're doing. All right. Have a good day. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.